work to rebound here in southern Colorado from this pandemic. Pueblo school districts are releasing what they know so far about the upcoming school year, which starts in about a month. News 5's Colette Bordelon live outside of School District 60's administration building with what the districts are planning. Colette.
Both D60 and 70 have some similar goals: keeping staff and students safe, practicing social distancing where they can, and providing hybrid models. It means it's a blend of remote learning and in-person teaching. But of course, all of that depends on what happens with the virus. Going back to school this year,
schools truly were built for socializing, not for social distancing.
Is going to look very different.
I don't think anybody knows exactly what the fall is going to look like, and that uncertainty is very difficult.
Amy Spock, the president of the union representing School District 70, says if classrooms were socially distanced, they could maybe fit around a dozen students in one.
Our goal is to move ahead with students in-person learning on Monday, August 17th.
But a lot still needs to be decided, so they sent out a survey, which will finish later this week, where they found out around a quarter of kids will need transportation, and teachers could request a remote working situation if health concerns are an issue.
The mask wearing thing has been one of the most contentious issues we've had just in the last couple days.
Their budget cut by 5% last week by the state. That's almost a $4 million deficit.
We're one of the lowest funded school districts in the state.
They'll offer both in-person and online learning, a hybrid model, allowing for flexibility, just like School District 60 hopes to do.
There is nothing that can compare to in-person instruction from our teachers. That being said, we have to take into consideration those health and safety precautions.
They also sent out a survey where almost 90% of families say they would prefer in-person learning or a hybrid model.
To ensure that every single one of our students, K-12, has their own technology device.
While the union for District 60 says they've heard teachers both concerned for their health and safety and, on the other hand, eager to get back to work.
We don't want to have teachers in the hospital or worse.
And says the hybrid model could bring a bit of extra work to plan two different lessons.
As we get into how the planning is going to look, obviously we're going to make sure that it's as simple as possible.
Other things students should expect are temperature checks, lots of hand washing, social distancing, and a culture of mask wearing. D60 hopes to release more details on their instructional model by the end of this month. D70 is going to start getting into their classrooms next week and set up practice rooms to see what it could look like. Both say they're still waiting on final guidance from the state to know exactly how many people can be in a classroom at one time. Always watching out for you, Pueblo. Colette Bordelon, News 5.